Hi everybody, it's Casey Lynn back with another pick a card reading today. I don't know what this pick a card is going to be, just messages that you need to hear today. So there'll be a photo up on the screen here of 3 crystals. I have rose quartz, citrine, and adventurine. Today we're using the Orion's Animal Tarot. So I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle and pull a card for each pile, and then I'll have you guys take a deep breath, meditate, see which ones stand out for you. Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. All right, guys, go ahead, take a deep breath, meditate, see which one resonates with you. If there's one that's glowing or calling your name, if you're not that great with your intuition, just which one looks the prettiest to you. And I'll see you in your reading. Hi, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the 9 of Wands or the rose quartz, this reading is for you. Now, I do have my crystals tagged, and this one in particular says true love, kindness, and romance. And the fact that we have that paired with the 9 of Wands, pile 1, tells me a lot. Pile 1, you are somebody who is very sweet. I think you are at your source a very kind person. And I think that it makes you feel good when you do things for other people. However, this has caused you to be taken advantage of by people. I feel like I can't breathe. I feel very suffocated right now. And I think it's gotten to the point that so many people have taken from you that there's an ultra need for protection. We did pull rose quartz, but I'm also hearing tiger's eye would be very good for you in a protection sense. So I also feel good things here, though. I feel an energy of a new beginning, I will say, pile 1. I feel like you are rearing up, ready to go. You're about to embark on this new journey, this new beginning, and I feel like you have a lot of defense mechanisms in place. I feel like there's a lot of boundaries. I feel like there's a lot of hurt. I feel like there's a lot of resentment towards someone or some people or something that is taken from you. And I think right now is about balancing that. Yes, there's a need for protection, and yes, there was a need to sort of close your heart chakra off because we were giving too much, allowing too much. But there is a cautionary message here for you that we don't want to get so far into, I just saw 44, which means your spirit guides are agreeing with this, okay? They're here with you. They are protecting you. You don't need double the protection. Because what I'm seeing clairvoyantly is like you building this wall of like sticks around where it's almost like a pen to like keep you in, you know, like keep the horses in or whatever. It's like you're building like a pen for yourself, which is in fact to protect you, but at some point you run the risk of trapping yourself, getting in that 3-2-1, going backwards, getting in that Eight of Swords feeling where we're kind of just like in our minds and we've trapped ourselves because we've put so much effort into protecting ourselves. So let's pull some cards and see the message. I'm getting really intense headaches, pile 1. I feel specifically on the right side of my head, which, the right side in our physical bodies represents the third dimensional realm. It represents physicality, materialism, stuff like that, right? So if we are getting migraines and headaches frequently, especially in the right side of our brain, it's signifying that we're stressing or creating overstimulation on physical kind of means. Does that make sense? Like maybe we're stressed we have to pay bills. Maybe we are stressed about a relationship. It's like physical, 444. It's physical, tangible sort of things that are bringing that pain to our crown chakra. These cards are kind of dope. This is my first time using this deck. On the back of the deck, we have the 7 of Pentacles. I do like to see that on the back of the deck because no matter what's going on, if your overall energy is investment, putting time into something, 555, that generally means you're going to get something back. If it's the thing that you wanted or not is another story. So, friends, we have the King of Swords in reverse. Temperance in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. 10 of Swords in reverse. And no, they're not all in reverse. I mean, your spread is, but the deck is not, as you can tell. You have the upright 7 of Pentacles. Pile 1. I think there are stagnations currently in sort of all areas of your life. My left eye just started twitching, but primarily in relationships and career. And I'm actually hearing that the relationships are an aspect to the career. So like coworkers, stuff like that, right? Or sort of how we view communicating and existing with other people after what we've been through. And the reason there's like stagnation in that, or not getting along with people at work, or not making enough money in our endeavors, not finding our true love, our romance, what we ultimately want, is because you're still healing from somebody that really just did you dirty. I keep seeing 5-5. I think there is huge change coming for you, pile 1. I think you are going to start investing more in other people, which is interesting because a lot of the time, we talk about investing in ourselves, especially after we've been through relationships that really tormented us. I see you in a relationship possibly with an air sign. You feel like a water sign to me, that you don't have to be that. You probably have it in y'all's charts, but even if not, it's the energy of you were a very emotional, vulnerable person, and you were with somebody who was of an air element, who was very blunt, who was very manipulative, and it is in reverse. It's a negative, even though there's no good or bad, but it's a negative aspect of that air element. And I think that this person being so blunt in a lot of ways, gaslighting you into thinking that you are the negative aspect of your water element. You know what I mean? I think this person made you feel as if people could just walk all over you. I think they yelled at you a lot for that. This could potentially be a father, somebody that told you to stop crying, stop using your emotions to get what you want, that sort of thing. There's an energy of, and it doesn't have to be a male, although we have the king, but it doesn't have to be a male, but just somebody of a masculine energy that really beat into you and almost gaslit you into thinking that you were weak. And that sort of subconscious seed has really trickled into all sorts of endeavors of your life, pile 1. Like your self-worth, your understanding of the term of what success means, whether that's whatever that is, whatever your definition of success is. I feel like not only is this stunting relationships in a romance sense, it's stunting the growth of sort of your prosperity and your business and your finances, because there's this subconscious seed that you are weak. And so you've gone into overdrive to build protections, to build boundaries, to not be weak. If I'm speaking to males, this does feel like boys don't cry sort of thing. And so you've built yourself up to be this strong person. Don't let anybody in. That's what a weak person does. You don't get ahead by doing that. Women as well, we're taught that. And so it's stunting other areas of your life because we still need to heal the root of the seed. And I know I just went off on a tangent, but bringing that back, there's a big change, and I think that you are going to be putting that energy into other people. And honestly, they're telling me that that is how you heal this sort of thing, because we always talk about putting love into ourselves after we've dealt with this sort of thing, and that is usually the case. But pile 1 in your case is learning to be vulnerable again. It's learning to trust people, and even if they do let you down, that's okay. You're still a free fucking pony to run, because you don't have a pen around you. You don't have a cage around you. If this is a person, if this is a father figure or something, I'm being told to tell somebody out there, or everybody, to, write a letter to this person. You don't have to give it to them, but just be completely vulnerable in this letter that nobody's ever going to read, and say how you feel. And for some people, I'm feeling like this is an ex-wife also. I'm hearing a lot of like you're just not manning up, you're not doing enough, you're not, and even if, you know, gender aside, that is a very masculine energy to be in, to strive in, to protect yourself, to succeed, to make money, you know, starting a business, that sort of thing. Sorry, there's a lot of information coming in. I'm just trying to listen. I'm doing a poll. Oh. Maybe from this deck. Sorry, pile one. My camera cut off. I don't know exactly where I was, but I am still picking up that there's, you know, whoever this person was that hurt you or put this seed into you is still subconsciously sort of ruling the way that you view money. So I also don't know if this person was a person that had started many businesses and they never got off the ground, or if this was like an ex or something that was in and out of jobs, like no stability, right? There's something with a past person that is subconsciously sort of keeping us tied to this definition of weakness and this feeling as if we are too weak to actually get what we want. I'm even seeing this go like in an extreme like business sense. Maybe you are very tight with your money. You don't put a lot of money into your business or your hobbies or whatever because, you know, we fear what's going to happen. So we get a lot of insurance, or we build up a savings, or we just hold on tightly instead of taking these risks that might get us somewhere a little faster because of this needing to heal with this person. So whether that's writing out a letter and burning it or giving it to this person or something, there's a need to make peace, because ultimately whatever sort of endeavor, pile one, that you are meant to be doing, it's in the way of working with other people. I have entertainer here, so maybe you want to be like in the entertainment industry, influencer, something like that. But even if it's not that big, it's something where, you know, you need to get yourself out there. You do need to have vulnerable relationships with people, not sort of surface level relationships with people. And by healing, maybe this ex-husband that made us feel like we weren't enough, or this father figure, or whoever it was for you, if we heal that mindset, if we get out of, it's like this person it's like this person told you over and over you weren't good with money, you are too irrational, you make emotional decisions, you don't think things through. It's like this person said that to you so much that it became a part of you. And I feel like you did everything in your power to like prove that person wrong, whether that was to that person or to yourself. You blocked communication with this person, whatever it was. Like, I feel like you tried and tried. And you just like became it. So there's a need to heal the relationship with that person. And that doesn't necessarily mean getting closure from them. It just means in your soul and in your aura, releasing the energy thread that keeps you tied to how this person made you view yourself. Or maybe this person always had their shit together. Maybe they did run a business. Maybe they did make a lot of money, and so that's why that they thought that they knew everything and could gaslight you. This feels very water-air relationship. Fish can't live out of water, and birds can't live in the ocean. In terms to get your money and your finances flowing a little more, not only do we need to heal that, not only do we need to start being vulnerable and opening up to more people, but they're telling me for you to make a money altar. Make an offering. First of all, understand 444. The universe will always provide for the things that you need. And that may come in ways that you don't expect. So, don't sit back and think, oh, the universe is going to make sure I get my bills paid, so I'm probably going to win the lottery. I'm probably going to go to the casino and win a couple $100 because the universe is going to take care of me. That's not how this works. You may have your rent check get deposited and you didn't have the money to do it, and they should have rejected it, but for whatever reason, the system let it go through. And even though you're in the negative, you got your rent paid. That's how the universe comes in and provides and gives you what you need. You don't have enough money for gas, well, all of a sudden somebody walks into your store and pays you cash. You don't have enough money to eat tonight, but all of a sudden your mom calls you up and asks if you want to come over for dinner. That's how the universe is going to constantly make sure that you have your basic needs met. So understand that you will always have your basic needs met. But you can call on them to assist you with more. You can ask for more than just having your needs met. It's okay to want more. But you have to have that mindset of it's already yours. Because if you constantly put out an energy of I want more, you're telling the universe you don't have more, so what you're giving is what you're getting. If you're giving that you don't have more, then you're getting that you don't have more. So, money altar, do a money spell, burn a $1 bill. I know that that's like defacing money, and I hope I don't get in trouble for saying that, but truly, it's the disconnection from it. I had a client of mine actually burn a $50 bill because they wanted to show the universe that, like, I don't need this $50. I'm not attached to it. I mean, I need it, but I'm willing to offer this to the universe. I'm willing to offer my detachment from a material item to the universe so the universe can then give me what I need. And your guidance on what to do from here is just go slow and steady in terms of finances, in terms of your career, in terms of love, in terms of meeting new people and relationships. Everything here is taking time. The 7 of Pentacles, the easy does it, right? Everything here is very like one foot in front of the other. Your investments are going to grow, but they're going to grow slowly. Maybe it's one customer every day. Maybe they only spend $20, but maybe they start spending 40. Then maybe you start getting 2 customers a day. You know what I mean? It's going to be slow and steady, but it's going to be worth it. Woo! That was your message, pal one. I hope that it resonated for you. More than anything, I hope it helped you in some way. If nothing else, I hope it was entertaining for you. There'll be everything in the description box below. If you want to book a reading with me, you can do so on my website, casey-lynn.com. I also have a Patreon and a Venmo if you're so inclined to leave me a gracious tip or send me decks to use. I love that. Until next time, friends, have a good one. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Ace of Swords and or the citrine, this is your reading. I do have this citrine marked with a healing property. This one happens to be happiness. And I love the yellow in the citrine. I know it probably doesn't look as yellow on camera, but the yellow in the citrine with the yellow in this swan with the resonance of happiness. And now you know the Ace of Swords is a card that talks about having or gaining clarity on something. It's a new beginning, the aces, right? And it's a new beginning in which we are clear on what we need and want to be happy. That's freaking beautiful. Let's see what comes up in the reading. Holy shit, Pile 2. Pile 2 at exactly 2 minutes. Stop. Pile 2, I'm so happy for you. Happiness. That's the theme of this reading. We have 8 of Wands on the back of the deck. This is the overall energy. Swiftness, moving quickly. Towards what? Towards happiness. Towards clarity. You have the High Priestess. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. 9 of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. 7 of Cups in reverse. This is freaking beautiful energy, Pile 2. Oh my God. Things are changing for you. Things are going to change. I need to, hold on. Damn. Okay. There's huge change happening for you, Pile 2. Fucking wishes being granted. Manifestations coming to fruition. Happiness. There's a lot of pentacles on the table here, so I think this definitely has to do with career and your financial endeavors, okay? Whether that's working a normal 9-to-5 job, whether that's balancing 2 jobs, whether that's opening your own business, whatever that is. I do see financial stability coming to you, and I see it coming to you very quickly. However, this is an overall happiness. This is an overall abundance, Pile 2. This isn't just, oh, I get the money. Because at this point, your spirit guides are telling me that you've found this new clarity that abundance doesn't just mean wealth. Abundance doesn't just mean money. Abundance means going to work and having fun and being creative, right? Meeting people, mingling. Abundance is having a best friend to talk to. Abundance is having a partner that even if you hate your fucking job, you go home and you support each other. You talk to each other. You've redefined your definition of happiness. Because they're telling me before pile 2, your definition of happiness was very much tied with your definition of success. Another word that they're telling me that you've redefined. You're going through a period where you are self-reflecting and you are growing your soul and you are identifying the things that held you back previously. Thought patterns, relationships, giving too much, feeling guilty because we are constantly on the move, right? There's things here like, a friend saying something or bringing a certain energy to you at one point in time would just piss you off to the point that it would ruin your entire day. If something at work happened, you'd punch your steering wheel, like so upset, and now you're not in that anymore. That same person could do that same thing, that same shit could happen at work, and you're just like, all right, universe, like whatever, here we go. Jeez Louise, I've dropped my fucking coffee 3 times today. It's fine, I'll just make another one. That energy, 555, that energy is working to bring you everything that you've been asking for. Your intuition right now, pile 2, is insane. It's extremely heightened. Your crown chakra is just glowing. You know that like gif where it's like he's angry, but like a little man, and it's like a movie, but I don't know, he shoots and like fire comes out because he's so angry. It's that, but it's blue. It's like you're so connected. I think you've been doing a lot of meditating. At the very least, you've just been doing a lot of self-help, right? Just psychology even on yourself and like, what is this feeling? I don't like this. And also being very, very courteous with yourself and allowing yourself to like, yeah, this does piss me off, but like, why does it piss me off? I need to get to the bottom of that because I don't want to be pissed off anymore or again. So let's fix the problem now, right? I don't want to be late on rent again. So like, what is the true issue? The true issue is that I have a problem with the definition of success. So let me heal that. Why can't I find love? It's because I'm confused on what even I think love is. Let me heal that. You've been doing that and your intuition is guiding you, which is exactly how it should be working. Your intuition is guiding your physical self. So maybe, once before, I feel like I'm talking to some Virgos, but even if not, like if before we were in this energy of like, I have a routine and I have to do my checklists and like every morning I wake up and I have to get the kids ready or like whatever it is. Maybe you realize that sort of monotonous routine sort of lifestyle isn't actually what gets you ahead. It's kind of what keeps you trapped in the matrix. 55 again. All of these readings have been about change. And so how you're handling life, how you're going about life right now is purely intuitionally based. So you come in and maybe you do open your store, but maybe instead of sitting down and doing your emails right away, you do something creative just to get your juices flowing, just to get you excited to be at work. You know what I mean? And then maybe another day you're like, what's giving me anxiety today? My freaking finances, my accounts payable. Let me do that today. And so you're never doing the same thing, but you're always getting what you need done because your soul and your intuition and your third eye is guiding you towards the happiness. Yes, it's going to be annoying to get out of bed right now and I just want to play my phone game and clean my room before I go to work and do some yoga before I go to work. That's, I'd rather just sit here for another 45 minutes, but I know my soul knows to get me to my happiness. What's going to make me happier in the long run is having done that. So I'm just going to do it. I just heard you beat the devil. You beat the devil's energy of trying to hold you back, of trying to keep you stagnant. Do you see how this 8 of Wands, it's like the bird is like trapped in it? It's like going every which way. You were moving, you were propelling, you were doing everything, but it was going here and it was going there, and that's because we had negative energy trying to confuse you, right? 7 of Cups even. throwing all of these choices at you, all of these things. Well, yeah, but I really deserve self-care because I'm overworking myself, so I should just sit in bed for another 45 minutes. You said no. I know that that's the devil energy, and I'm getting out of that shit. Because ultimately, I'm trying to go to my success. I'm trying to be independent. I'm trying to make that money, and I know that sitting here is not going to do that. You literally broke free. And I'm just saying the devil because that's what it is in the tarot. It's not like a little man, but there is two types of energy, right? Positive, negative, masculine, feminine. There's no such thing as good and evil, but there's two existing energies that cannot exist together but need to work in tandem. And so when you're manifesting something really big, like happiness, that's a big fucking thing to be manifesting, that opposite energy has to come in and try to try to balance it for you, right? So it feels like there was a lot of chaos. It feels like things weren't moving very quickly. It feels like we were trying to invest in our choices, our goals, whatever those may be. You know, we were trying to put the time in, we were trying to put the money in, but we weren't putting all of our energy into it because we were still in this process of, I don't even know what my healing or my happiness is. I have to reevaluate what it is that I want to be happy for. You know what I mean? Like, in order to have a job that you love your job. Like, I get if you're in a shitty situation and it's unhealthy and it's an unsafe work environment, definitely. That's not who I'm talking to here. But those people that have just a normal job and they go, or maybe it's the job of your dreams, but it's like a job, right? You have to go in, you have to do stuff, and you'd really rather not. We're almost perpetuating this like shitty job because we weren't loving our job. But then if you just decided to go in one day and be like, you know what, I fucking love here. I get to hang out with my girls. I get to talk to my friends. I get to change people's lives. Or maybe I can do something creative today. Switch it up. And then all of a sudden you started falling in love with your job again. There's motivation to do things again. You know, put out YouTube videos again. This pile is probably fucking for me. And your spirit guides are like literally so happy for you. I have so many spirit guides behind me right now clapping. I almost can't even hear because the applause is so freaking loud. I live for the applause, applause, applause. I live for the applause, applause, live for the applause, applause, live for the way that the children scream for me. All right, sorry, Gaga interlude. Because it's like you beat the devil. You cracked the code. 3-3. This is divine information. This is divine wisdom. Like, you cracked the code of the fucking universe, pile 2. Happiness is on its way to you, and it's coming fast as hell. Overall energy is the 8 of Wands. It's the fastest moving card in the deck, and I asked when this change was coming for you and this abundance was happening. And we have fall time in May. Now, I don't know when y'all are watching this, but I'm putting this out in April, and so May is next month. And then you have fall time, which is, you know, summer then fall. And they're telling me, specifically, there's something going to happen on May 24th. Whenever you're watching this. 13:13 on the clock. May 24th, there's going to be a new inception. There's going to be a new beginning. There's going to be a new you, a new era. Where things just happen for you. Where happiness is at every fucking corner, and it's because you understand what you have to do. If at any point in time you feel anxiety, you just face it. What's giving me anxiety today? Doing my taxes. Well, I better fucking do my taxes then, because I don't want to have that anxiety anymore. You know? Anytime you've trained your mind, either by way of meditation, or watching psychic readings, or just being a self-reflective person, which we all should be doing, you've trained your brain to like attract happiness. I split the deck and it was the Chariot. That's another fast fucking card. May 24th marks the start of your new life. And my hands are tingling. Like, that is very important for you to understand. And you will be financially set by fall. 4 months later. I think May or next month, whenever you're watching this, is going to bring about a change. Like, for example, if you own your own business, May, all of a sudden you're going to start getting people coming consistently, okay? If you're a psychic reader, you're going to start getting bookings consistently. If you are working a 9-to-5 job, you're going to get a raise, okay? You're setting yourself up from now and the next, 4 or 5 months. The change is happening and we're going to flow with it. We're not going to get overwhelmed with it. We're going to flow with it. And then by fall, it's concrete. If you can flow with it from now for the next 4 months, whatever they're bringing to you, you will solidify that idea into the universe and therefore consistently attract it. So understand that, pile 2. Right now is very important for you to flow and just do it fucking Nike. 555. An example, I know my timestamps are different than yours because I'm filming these individually, but just trust me, it was on the screen. I'm getting like so, I don't know, excited or something. What was I gonna say? Universe, help me out. Oh, they wanted me to use an example. So like, for example, I have 2 examples for you because I've worked both situations, both ends of the spectrum, right? I'm talking to a lot of people here. A lot of people are entrepreneurs doing their own thing. That example is for me, like, I don't know why, dude. I just always get really intense anxiety when I have to do 60-minute in-person in-depth readings. Even if it's with people, I've done it, we do it once a week, like best person in the entire world. Something about 60 minutes in person always like freaks me out. And so I would get in this energy like, I hope they don't show up because then, and this was a while ago, but I hope they don't show up because then I can do a video reading because that's in my terms and conditions. If you don't show up, you get a video reading. And so then I just wasn't attracting people doing readings, which that's my highest, service. That's the one I want to sell. 1717 on the clock. You know what I mean? And so I was putting out an energy of like, well, every time someone books one, I don't even want to do it any fucking way. And then I would do it and it would be fine. It was just like an anxiety thing, right? What's your anxiety? Face it. And so the example they want me to tell you right now is if you have a business or something like that and there's this one thing or like pricing or like doing the QuickBooks, like, you know what I mean? If the universe throws it at you between now and fall, you cannot give it the energy of, you got to give it the energy of, oh my God, I got a booking. Perfect. It's exactly what I want my happiness to be because my happiness is being able to run my own business and make money from it. Right? The other end, for the people that aren't entrepreneurs, that are just going to work, right? I used to work in finance and there was this freaking project, oh my God, once a month. And I would it would hurt my hands. It would hurt my brain, dude. Like I hated this freaking project and I would complain about it all the time. But then the example here is the next time you're asked to do that project, don't put that energy into it. Put it in like, okay, I'm going to do it. It's going to be fun because I like to organize things or because it's going to get me a raise. And the thing is, it's providing that energy that then they're going to give you a raise because you've not bitched about it. Now, this isn't take on a bunch of more responsibility and not get paid for it. I'm just saying, if you want to love your job, love your job. Find a way to balance and break the matrix, which you've done. But anything between now and fall, the point is solidifying. You've gotten very clear with the universe about what it is that you want. Good job. You've sat down, you've said, this is what I want my career to be. This is what I want my relationship to look like. This is how I want to make money. This is the amount of money that after all the turmoil I've been through, I know that I could be comfortable with. This is my goal, universe. So from now until fall, or just whenever you're watching this, for the next 4 to 5 months, the universe is going to throw at you all of your focused attention. You don't have all these, maybe this, maybe that. They're not going to throw you good things, bad things, just to see which ones you'll take so they can understand what it is you want. You've done that part. So everything that's coming to you now, starting next month, is what you want. It's what you asked for. It's your manifestation. So receive it. Do it. Get out of bed. Get excited. You feel me? Your freaking dreams are coming true. Holy shit, 2020. Good job. Good job, pile 2. Everyone's just like, this is what behind me looks like. I don't even, like, that's your reading. I don't even know what else to say. Fuck, dude. Congratulations. It's not just the money, it's happiness. It's smiling. It's feeling good about everything that happens to you every day. And I just saw 55 again. Pile 2, that was your reading. I hope that it resonated for you. I would like to say that I'm proud of you if it did. More than anything, I hope that it helped you in some way, gave you some clarity, some guidance. And if none of the above, I sincerely just hope it was entertaining for you. I got a little intense there for a little bit. But yeah, I'll have everything in the description box below. If you want to book a reading with me, you can do so at casey-lynn.com. I got a Patreon if you're into that sort of thing, exclusive content. There's a Venmo in there if you'd like to buy me a coffee or send me some oracle decks, because I love that shit. And until next time, friends, have a beautiful day. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Magician and or the Aventurine, this reading is for you. I do tag these, and this particular stone has prosperity written on the back. It's beautiful. Beautiful stone. I love Aventurine. It is probably my go-to for like wealth, abundance, prosperity, success. And I love that we have the Magician because you are certainly manifesting something. And when I was shuffling in the intro, I don't know if you noticed, another card came out with pile 3s. It was the Magician and the 4 of Wands. So I keep seeing 55. That's clearly big change is what this pick a card is all about. The next big change. Maybe that's what I should title this. Anyways, there's big change coming for you, and I believe it's because you're manifesting specific... Sorry, pile 3. The camera got cut off, which is the same thing that happened in another pile. And there's like this energy of like having to start over. That's this freaking entire pick of cards theme. But it feels like you're manifesting stability, but also possibly like a relationship, like a marriage or something, like something very long-term, something that makes us feel at home, right? And you picked the prosperity too. So that with the 4 of Wands too is prosperity. It's, you know, generational wealth. Like I wouldn't be surprised if the 10 of Pentacles comes out here, right? So let's go ahead and get some cards. You had 2 5s on the board already. Like, I can't even shuffle and like it's just already freaking coming out. Wow. Quite honestly, not initially the way I thought this was gonna go, but makes sense. It makes sense now. Pile 3. This is heavy energy, I will be honest. I see that you want good things for yourself. I see that you are trying to manifest prosperity. You're trying to manifest stability. You're trying. Like, I feel very exhausted. I feel like we're pouring everything we have into everything that we have, just hoping to get some sort of tangible reciprocity from it. You know, like if it's a business, it's working way more hours than you're supposed to instead of like going out and having a drink with your friends every once in a while. If it's a relationship, it's like constantly working on yourself to try to fix yourself so your partner is happy. Like, it's just giving everything we have to everything we have because we've been in such a low place for so long. Like, I'm hearing that Drake lyric where he says, I've been down so long it looked like up to me. Like, you've been so low that like there's nothing left to do but hope. Like, what else could you possibly do? You can't get any lower. I feel like specifically there has been trouble in finances, which is again kind of another theme of this reading, this whole pick a card reading. There's like very much stagnation in finances for you, pile 3. I will say it's not coming in as quickly as we need it. And I will say I don't feel any greed here. I don't feel any like you're asking for more than you need. You just feel to me to be asking for what, like, you just need to survive. You just need to pay the bills. You just need to not have fear about where your next meal is going to come from, or how you're going to buy gas to get to work. I mean, this feels really intense, pile 3. And I've been there, so I get it. And within the fear and anxiety of like not having enough and giving every single ounce of like energy that you possibly have towards this manifestation of prosperity, I feel like you don't have anyone to talk to about it. And that's where the real, for me, sadness comes in this reading. Ultimately, I feel like if you just had that person to talk to that you're scared, and they wouldn't, because pile 3, I feel like there's a person, possibly a male or just like a masculine energy. I'm a masculine energy, you know, gender's not real, but making you feel almost as if like the reason that you're having these financial setbacks is because of something you're doing. And if you just lived your life the way that this person's living their life because they seem to have it all together and they can afford to go out, or they can afford to pay their gas because they're going to work and they're doing their things, it's very isolating. So honestly, there's a few messages, pile 3, but number 1, there's someone, there's a friend, there's a partner, there's a family member, there's somebody that you are around a lot who is going through the same situation as you, like is struggling financially, is struggling with feeling alienated, but the way that they're choosing to remain strong is to remain strong. Do you understand? Like, there's no vulnerability. Like, this person isn't going to tell you they're scared. They're just going to be like, well, if I just keep believing, it's going to happen. And I'm hearing from Spirit that you and this person, my left ear is ringing, you're just different vibrations, anymore. I think that there's no ill intent on your person's end, but the way that the two of you go about your lessons are very different. And I think what this other person isn't understanding with you is that the lessons, while seemingly the same, are in fact different. Their application is not going to work to your problem, and your application is not going to work for their problem either. And so this person that we're around, it's seeping into our energy, and whether we're like consciously aware of it or not, it is in fact like, this is very closely related to, I think it was pile 1. It's like yet another person in your life is like almost telling you that you aren't good with money, or you aren't good at planning, or you aren't good at saving, or whatever, or you're too weak, or like if you just did it the way that I did it, then you'd be fine. But you're two different people. And so what's happening is we're soaking up that energy, pile 3, of this external person. And I'm not placing blame on this person. Understand, like I said, this person has no ill intent. This person is sharing their application. The thing is that that's not going to work for your problem, and they can't see that. That's the only thing. Okay? But this person trying to continuously apply this application to the problem to you is seeping in subconsciously, making you feel as if that's true. You are bad. You're not going to get a job paying as much as they get. You're not going to be able to make rent like they're going to make it. And so there's become, in reaction to constantly being, what's the word I'm looking for? Berated by this energy, is that pile 3, then you got into a panic mode of manifest. I gotta do it. I gotta work. I gotta get money. I gotta apply myself. I gotta prove myself. And so now you're probably seeing 999 a lot. Now we're repeating a cycle that we've gone through with a completely different person in a completely different situation, but yet the same, where someone is making us feel as if we're not enough, or we're too weak, or we can't figure it out, or we're not good with our money. Someone else is making us feel like that again. And instead of stepping up and just saying, no, I'm not. I am good with my money. In fact, I'm investing every fucking penny I have into myself instead of into partying or shopping or whatever. Because I do have money. I am good with money, and I believe in myself, right? 1133. Instead of doing that, we're cycling back 999 to that energy of, I gotta prove myself. I gotta prove I'm good at money. I gotta prove I'm making the right decisions. I gotta prove I bought the right inventory. You know what I mean? And the issue with that, pile 3, is that then you suffocate the manifestation itself. It's like cuteness aggression. It's like you have a little baby bird in your hand and it's the cutest little thing you've ever seen. You just squeeze, you just love it. You squeeze it, and then you pop its little head off and it dies. 222. Something's going on with the relationship here. Friendship, it feels like. You squeeze in your manifestation of being stable to the point that its fucking head is exploding, pile 3. I'm here to tell you the truth. I don't sugarcoat these things, right? This is intuitive healing. We're here to heal. You are not what this person views you to be. This is another lesson from the universe for something you've already been through. You've already been through this exact same thing with another person, and it's just coming around again in the form of a different relationship to see 1313 if you've learned your lesson or if you're going to continue to become what other people think you are. Ooh. This fucking reading is for me also. This might be my pile, y'all. Here's the thing. This isn't all fucking bad. Not that any of this is bad, but there is hope here. We have the first. I didn't even tell you what your fucking cards are. We have the 5 of Cups in reverse. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. I do read reversals differently. I'm an intuitive reader. I don't read the definitions of the card or use cartomancy. What the fuck is this? Knight of Wands in reverse. 2 of Wands. I think these cards are dope, y'all. Orion's Animal Tarot. And then the 3 of Pentacles. And I was done, but this one had to come out, which is the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Like, my hands hurt. Do your guys' hands hurt? Or it's just a metaphor for feeling like I'm just like carrying so much. Here's the thing. I just split the deck and it's the 9 of Pentacles. You get the prosperity, pile 3. Okay? Your spirit guides are almost like how many times do we have to tell pile 3? Like, you deserve this. It is in your destiny. It is in your life purpose to be successful by your definition of what success is. Okay? But I think that there's a relationship that needs to come to a close. And I don't think this is let's have a conversation with somebody and be like, I don't want to be with you anymore. I don't want to be your friend anymore. It's not that. But it is releasing our energy from the idea that we have to have another to validate what we're doing. So if that's whoever it is, a partner, a fucking best friend or something, but that you're like, oh, I did this at work today, because we want them to be like, oh, I'm so proud that you did that. It's one thing to share that, but it's another to like need that feeling, or you know, like, I was thinking about posting this on my website. What do you think? If you have someone that you're constantly doing that with, like, your advice and sort of how you get the abundance and the prosperity that you're desperately trying to manifest is by doing it yourself. Because when you there's a lot here, pile 3, about just like keeping things to yourself, and not in an unhealthy way where we can't discuss our feelings, but like on the contrary, like expressing so many of our thoughts with another person gives that other entity the ability to edit as in give us input into what we're doing. And so it's a whole nother thought process, right? Like, think about when you're thinking about something and you have like 10 different fucking, I have 10 ideas and I don't know. Well, now you're giving it to somebody else and they're critiquing it and editing it, and I think you should do this and I would like this and maybe your customers would like this, or like, that happened in your relationship because of this, or, even if you're talking to a best friend about just a person you're dating and they're like, oh yeah, fuck that person, and they're agreeing with you, still when you are that tied to having another entity kind of give you their input on your life path, it opens up this energy that you absorb what it is that they think that you should be. I don't think you're doing this on purpose, Pile 3. I don't think you're somebody I think you're very unique. I think you're very different. I think you don't just do things because people tell you to do them. That's not the message that's coming across. It's more so like, that's not the message. So I hope you guys are, because I'm feeling like some people are kind of taking it that way. It's more so like a person that is like really close to you and means well and very much loves you, and you love this person, but in order to kind of allow our creations to grow and be authentic and come from, not what do we think other people will like because I'm trying to sell it, or like, can we talk this out, and what, ultimately you and your consciousness is what's driving your life. So there's just a message here that, the way to get that sort of independence is to become like emotionally independent. There's just a lot of like third party energy. So it's like, and I'm not talking like cheating or anything like that. This isn't even a love reading. I'm talking about like, it's your thoughts, what's actually going on, and like another input. So like a negative thought pattern, or a past trauma wound, or literally a person giving you their advice, or literally pick a card readings that you can't stop watching. You know what I mean? It's like what's really, there's 3 sides to the truth. Your side, their side, and the truth, or something like that. However that goes. You're so close to success. It just feels stagnant right now because you're chasing it. And it's time to step back, trust every intuitional decision that you make, Pile 3. You know what is best for you. And the only reason that we're asking for verification from our spirit guides, from pick a card readings, from our best friend, from our lover, is because we want to know that we're making the right choice. Well, that tells the universe that we don't believe in ourselves. Believe in yourself, Pile 3. You've told the universe what you want. They know you want success. They know you want prosperity. They know you want happiness, abundance. You've been working very hard. You're going to get that. You're going to get that money. Like I said, I saw the 9 of Pentacles. That's independence. That's freedom. That's money. That's single. That's, it's coming. It's right before the 10 of Pentacles even. It is coming from you. Like I said, like it's your destiny. Like to me, this isn't a question of it if you get the manifestation that you're you know what I mean? Like you get it. Like that's just, I don't know why I don't know why this is my energy, but I'm just like, that Pile 3, like how many times does your spirit guide has to tell you, like you're going to be successful? The way to get there is to let it go. Trust yourself, trust your decisions, and just do them. Just do it, Nike. You're investing in yourself, and it's going to pay off. I just heard soon. Keep going. So, that's your reading, Pile 3. I hope, look at that. Look at that. I was just trying to pick up the deck, and this one fell out, 4 of Wands. And what did I say? When I initially shuffled this, the Magician and the 4 of Wands came out. You're manifesting stability, and God damn it, Pile 3, you're going to get it. So just let it fly away. Don't grip it so hard. You know what I mean? don't become what other people see you as. There's no need to prove yourself anymore, pile 3. Okay? You don't have to prove to anybody. You don't have to prove to yourself. You don't have to prove to the universe. You don't have to prove to anybody that you deserve abundance, that you're working hard for abundance. You don't have to prove that anymore. They see it. This is just a cycle and a pattern of a previous relationship that you've been in that's manifesting in a current relationship, so the universe can confirm that you're ready for the abundance. Whatever you did in that past situation, apply it to this situation and you should be straight. Okay? Bless. That was your reading. I hope that it resonated. More than anything, I hope it helped you in some way. If nothing else, I hope that it was entertaining for you. I'll have a bunch of stuff in the description box below. If you'd like to book a reading with me, you can do so at casey-lynn.com. I also have a Patreon if you're interested in that sort of thing. My head just started tingling, so you should check it out. And there'll be a Venmo if you want to leave me a tip. Buy me a coffee or something. I'm a slag for coffee, or some Oracle decks. I love those things as well. And I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Until next time.